Hello students, once again I'm before you with the first chapter of English workbook, that is The Legend of Three Sisters. So students, before starting the explanation or the summary or the discussion of the question answers of the chapter, I would like to tell you to subscribe our channel and to like it. And if you like it, please share it to others. Okay, let us move to the chapter. Before starting the chapter, it is must for us to discuss amongst us the difficult words. Those difficult words are given here. So the meaning of the first word, mystical, is secret. The second difficult word for you is treasured. These are the words which you will face while going through the text of the chapter. So you will face, of course, the difficulties there. So it is for your help only. Meaning of the word treasured is loved. The next word is cliff. The meaning of this word is a steep rock face. The next is centipede. Centipede means a small, long, thin animal with many legs. Next is startled. Startled means showing sudden shock or alarm. Perched. Perched means to sit on something. Dismay means restlessness. After completing the discussion of word meanings, I think it is helpful for you to go through these word meanings because they will help while you will be going through the text of the chapter. Next, let us move to the introduction of the chapter. It is must for us. It is must for us the chapter to be introduced. It is must for me to introduce this chapter before you because the explanation or the summary of the chapter will come next before the chapter. Before I should give you the introduction of the chapter. Actually, the setting of the story is in Australia, where there is a blue mountain. There is a mountain which is known by the mysterious blue mountain, which is risen above high, and there are three means high formations on the mountain. Those three high formations are called three sisters. So the place where blue mountains are situated, there is a valley where lived Gundangura people. Gundangura actually is the name of the tribe of the people who live there. So how those three sisters or those rocky formations came there, the story is only to tell you the secret before that. Next is the summary of the chapter. Before we discuss the summary of the chapter, I would like to tell you about the characters of the story. The characters in the story are Tyawan and his three daughters, Mini, Vimla, and Gunido. And another character is an evil creature, Bunyip. In the ancient time, actually, in the beautiful mystical land of Gondwana, there lived a there lived the clever man of Gundangura people. The people of Gundangura were assumed to be clever, and of course, Taiwan used to live there. The names of the girls or the daughters of Taiwan was Mini, Vimla, and Gunido. There was a valley in those mountains. The valley was the place for Bunyip to live there. Bunyip also used to live in the valley. Bunyip was a huge evil creature who used to eat human flesh, especially of young girls and women. And the face, activities, cry of the Bunyip was so harsh and dangerous that it was very much difficult for someone who has been caught by the sight of the Bunyip. It was difficult for him or her to escape from there. Taiwan every day had to pass that cliff or that hole where Bunyip used to live, but Taiwan every day used to cross that place where Bunyip used to live very silently so that Bunyip could not awaken and could not attack Taiwan. One day Taiwan left his daughters on the cliff of the mountain and went away from there. It was not far away, means Taiwan could not go very much far away from that place where his daughters were sitting. Daughters were left by Taiwan. A huge centipede suddenly came there. But by the centipede means is the name of an animal. Centipede is an animal, which I have told you in the word meanings. When those three girls saw that centipede, they were very much afraid. When the persons are afraid, of course they will try to save themselves. So the same those three sisters, those three daughters did. They tried to save themselves, and in this struggle they threw a stone on the centipede. That stone missed centipede and knocked the door of that hole where Bunyip used to live. Bunyip was awakened, and when he was awakened, he saw those three sisters and became very much happy, because he thought that now these three daughters, three girls, three sisters will be the feast for him, and he was fond of eating the feast of young girls. Taiwan, when saw all these things, that Vanyap is running or rushing toward those three daughters, those three sisters, he came back. Actually, Taiwan had a magic bone. He turned that magic bone and turned those three sisters into the stone. When those three daughters were turned into the stone, now it was difficult, impossible even for Bunyap to eat them. In this way, he saved his daughters. But Taiwan thought that later on, when Bunyap will go from there, he will again turn those daughters, he will again turn his daughters into the actual shape. And when Taiwan ran away from there, Taiwan means Bunyip ran away from there, Taiwan started to chase him. And while chasing Taiwan, while chasing Bunyip, Taiwan was trapped somewhere. He was caught by Bunyip. When Taiwan thought that I am trapped, he was trapped. He will not be safe now. He will be attacked by Bunyip, and Bunyip will end his life. He again used his magic bone and again turned himself into the lyre bird. In this way, he saved his life and his daughter's life, and he flew away from there. Taiwan ran away from there, flew away from there, and he saved his and his daughter's life. But when Taiwan reached near the place where daughters were there, he came to know that he has forgotten his magical bone at the same place where he has changed himself into the bird. He again went back and tried to search his magic bone, but all in vain. He could not find his magic bone back, so now it was difficult for him to change himself into his actual shape and his daughters as well. Even today, Taiwan can be seen there in shape of lyrebird, scratching and searching for the magic bone on the floors of the Blue Mountains. And these three sisters, those three daughters here, are standing very much silently waiting for his father to come. They are watching, those three sisters are watching toward that bird only, in hoping that one day his father will find his magic bone and will turn them back into the original girls. That's all for the story. So students, now we are in a condition to discuss these question answers. The first question is, what kind of land was Gondwana? In the starting of the story itself, in the first or second line only, I told you that Gondwana was a mystical land. So answer of this question is that Gondwana was a mystical land. Number 2, what did Taiwan love above else? Yes, Taiwan loved his three daughters above everything in the world. Taiwan could do anything for his daughters. He loved them all. So the answer is Taiwan loved his three daughters above all else. Why did everyone fear the Bunyip? Bunyip, as I have told you, was an evil creature who used to eat human flesh, especially of young girls and women. All the people were afraid of Bunyip because Bunyip was a very evil creature and was dangerous to all their lives. Where would Taiwan keep his daughters while crossing the Bunyip Shoal? Every day when Tyawan used to cross the Bunyip's hole, he used to keep his daughters on the cliff of the mountain. How did the Bunyip awaken? Bunyip was awakened in the struggle when those three sisters tried to save themselves from the attack of centipede. While they were trying to save themselves from the attack of centipede, the three were stoned upon the centipede, but the stone missed the centipede and made the Bunyip awaken. Okay, students, thank you for being with me.